Have you ever had any failures? Have you ever set an intention to do something, and as soon as you set that intention to do it, everything that is the opposite of it seems to appear? You set an idea, and then it seems to be all these barriers coming your way. You choose to go a certain direction, and every step you take, it seems like you're dragging yourself through treacle. Why is that? Today we're going to talk about the secret of feeling forward. So we're going to make this brief. We've talked about it before, but it's worth repeating. Everything already exists. There's no creating reality. Reality is finished. Reality is already finished. We get to choose the portion of reality that we get to experience. And so if we choose to set an intention to do something, to become something, to go somewhere, to be someone, to make some change, to choose a transformation, every possibility already exists. And from infinite possibility, we choose one. So we could collapse all of infinite possibilities into one reality that we wish to experience. And so because everything already exists, and because everything is nothing, everything that is only exists in relationship to something else. So if all that exists is white, white no longer becomes white. If all that exists is green, green doesn't become green. Green is only green in relationship to everything else that is not green. So all of reality is an infinite quantum potential, a possibility. Every possibility exists. We as human beings get the opportunity to choose from infinite possibilities one way or many different ways to collapse that infinite potential into one direction. And so whenever we take from this infinite field that doesn't mean anything except in relationship to anything to something else, if we choose a certain direction, what happens is if I choose a certain idea, that idea only exists relative to everything that is not that idea. So when we call into being one idea, one focus, one goal, one mission, one purpose, the reality has to show us everything that is not that to give that thing context to make it what it is. So whenever you choose a certain direction and then everything seems to tries to stop you going in that direction, that is the sign that you have drawn that thing into from the infinite potential into your reality. Because that thing, no matter what it is, everything is only that thing relative to what it is not. So whenever you choose something and then it seems to be the opposite comes into your reality, that's why it's happening. That means you get to choose that thing that you get to choose in relative position to everything that it is not, because nothing actually has any meaning, any value, any purpose other than that which we give it. So I choose to go left, everything comes up right. I choose to improve my diet, everything that I've eaten before that doesn't work for me now will appear, or the desire for it. I choose to um, choose to move in a different direction in my life, and all of the old things in my life continue to appear, seemingly calling me. But what they're actually doing is giving us the example, giving us the field, giving us the contrast that allows us to choose what it is we wish to choose. So we're not creating reality, we're drawing from an infinite field of potential, something that already exists, and by our choice we bring forth that one reality, but that reality cannot be what it is, what we imagine it to be, except in contrast to everything that is not. So feeling forward is recognizing that as soon as we choose something, its opposite has to come into being right away for it to have any meaning, for it to have any purpose, for actually it to be what it is that we choose it to be. So whenever you call something into being, whenever you go in a certain direction and the opposite appears, know that that is feeling forward. that is perfect. That is exactly the way this works. And the challenge is that sometimes we choose a certain thing and then the opposite appears in our life and we think we were doing something wrong. We judge ourselves, we're not doing it right, or we, why is this always happening? Go to the poor me, go to the victim. So it's actually feeling forward. And feel is in quotes, there's no failure. But I like this idea of it's like we're feeling forward. We call forth something from infinite potential. It can only have a reality in contrast to something that it is not. So something that it is not has to appear to give it its quality of what it is. And so it appears like a failure, but it's actually moving us forward. It's calling us forward. And it's calling us forward to continuously choose what it is that we wish to choose, even and especially in the field of everything that seems the opposite of that. So again, in an infinite universe, white, if there is only the existence of white, white no longer becomes white. Anything that we choose will not be what we choose if it only existed in the vacuum of that thing. Because that thing has no quality except in relationship to something else. So failing forward is recognizing no matter what it is we choose, no matter what direction we are pointing, this reality, by its very nature, must show us and give us a field of contrast of everything the opposite of that, so that we can continue to choose that which is the thing that we want to experience. So fail forward by recognizing when the opposite appears, you're on the right track and you're moving forward. Fail forward by recognizing that the opposite appearing is not actually a failure, it's an actual success, a succession. We move forward successfully, choosing the state of being, choosing that which we wish to experience, even and especially in the light, in the field, in the experience of everything that seems to be the opposite of that. This is the secret of feeling forward, and this is little sharing that I'd like to offer today. So we are in the process of launching our Heartleader family project, our Heartleader journey. This is our life mission, our life purpose, myself, my wife, and many others. And we would like to invite you, if you feel called, to raise above where it is you have been in your life. Raise above the story, raise above the drama, raise above the patterns of the past, raise above your apparent failures, and really get to see clearly what it is you came here to experience, who you are, and why you're here. I'll be working with fathers, my wife Elise will be working with mothers, and we're going to work, and so that's fathers and mothers of children, and fathers and mothers, parents of projects. So it's not just fathers and mothers of physical children, and because we're seeing these projects and these new ways of being, new ways of seeing, they are the children that are birthing the new earth, the projects as well. And so we are opening this up now. It's been gestating for some time, and we're ready now to reach out to those who are ready, who hear this call in their soul to something deeper, call to reparent yourself, call to be a deeper, more loving parent to your actual children, and call to be a mother and a father of new projects, of new visions, of new missions on the earth. And if you're called to that, go to Heartleader.love or send a DM, send a message on here, on social media, on Facebook or Instagram. You can follow on the YouTube channel. And we're going to create a group. We're going to create a group firstly to explore what it is, the challenges that we're facing at the moment, explore what it is we need and what we want in community, explore how we see through these apparent failures, how we see through all of the distraction, and we come together in this family unit, come together in this community. So that's what we're being called to at the moment. And if you're interested, send a DM, send a private message, send an email to iam@martinmcnichol.com, or go to heartleader.love. I am on a life mission to ignite, unite, and highlight 144,000 heart leaders living and giving their unique genius in the earth, and to impact and inspire the next 7 generations on earth, leaving a legacy of love. Until next time, from my heart to yours, the divine in me sees, loves, and honors the divine in you. Namaste. We are